I watch more people lose money on meme coins than any other trade in crypto. Not because meme coins are a scam, because people don't understand what game they're actually playing. When you buy a meme coin, you think you're investing. You're not. You're entering a psychological experiment with a countdown timer you cannot see. And the timer started well before you had even heard about the coin. I've made money on meme coins. I've also lost money on them. But the difference wasn't luck. It was understanding that meme coins operate on a completely different rule than any other asset in crypto. Most people lose because they apply the wrong framework. They treat meme coins like investments. They treat them like something that has time on their side. Meme coins don't have time on your side. They have time against you. Let me tell you what a meme coin actually is. It's not a project. It's not technology. It's a coordinated game around a ticker and a narrative. And the only thing holding the price up is the belief that someone else will pay more than you did. Not revenue, not product, not moat, just collective attention with an expiry date. Here's the structure. Meme coins are launched by insiders who control a significant percentage of the supply. Those wallets accumulate at prices you will never see. They wait, then they start the narrative. Memes get posted, influencers stop talking, volumes tick up, retail sees the momentum and buys in. And here's the key part. By the time you see the momentum, the early wallets aren't buying anymore. They're selling. Not all at once. That would crush it. They're slowly selling methodically into your buy orders. You think you're entering a rocket ship. You're actually entering a distribution phase that's designed to look like a rocket ship. The price keeps going up for a while because there's still more buyers than sellers. But underneath, the supply is shifting from strong hands who got in early and have no emotional attachment to weak hands who got in late and are emotionally invested in the outcome. And when the final supply has shifted, when the early wallets have exited and all that's left is retail holding bags and hoping, the price then collapses. Because there's no flaw. A real project, even a bad one, has developers, roadmaps, partnerships, something structural beneath the price. A meme coin has one thing: attention. When attention leaves, there is nothing holding the price. No support levels, no fundamentals, no community belief, absolutely nothing. In traditional investing, conviction is an asset. You believe in the long-term thesis. You hold through volatility because you know that there is real value. That works when there's something structural beneath the price. Meme coins don't have that. So when you apply conviction to a meme coin, you're not being disciplined. You're being delusional. I learned this the hard way. There was a meme coin I got into early, genuinely early. I bought it at a market cap under $1 million. It ramped to 50 million. I was up 30x. I didn't sell because I thought if I can go from 1 million to 50 million, it can go to 500 million. I just need to hold. It went to 80 million. I didn't sell because now I was convinced it was going to 1 billion. I'd seen the community growth, the memes, and the momentum. I told myself this one was different. Then it dropped to 60 million. I held. Just a dip, I thought. Weak hands are getting shaken out. Then 40 million, then 20 million, then 5 million. I finally sold at 8 million. I turned a 30x potential into a 4x because I didn't understand that conviction, the thing that works everywhere else, is absolutely poisonous in meme coins. Here's why conviction kills you. Meme coins move faster than your ability to process what is happening. When you're up 10x, your brain starts constructing a narrative. You start telling yourself why this coin is special, why the community is different, why the memes are stronger, why it's going to keep going. But the narrative isn't analysis, it's justification. Your brain is trying to make sense of a win so it can keep holding. And by the time you've built that narrative, the market has already moved on. The early wallets are gone. The influencers are quieter. The volume is drying up. But you don't see it because you're inside the narrative now. You're defending it. And when the prices start falling, you don't sell. Selling means admitting you missed the top. So you hold and you watch the price go lower and lower and lower until you finally capitulate. not because you made a rational decision, because the pain become unbearable. The traders who make money on meme coins don't have conviction. They have plans. They set an entry, they set an exit. They execute both without emotion. No story, no loyalty, no belief. Because they understand meme coins are not investments. They're trades with an expiration date you can't predict. And if you're not out before that date, you lose. Meme coins move faster than any other asset in crypto, not just the price. In narrative, in sentiment, in liquidity, a meme coin can go from unknown to trending to dead in 72 hours. And if you're not watching it in real time, you will miss the exit. I've seen people buy a meme coin, walk away for a day, and come back and find it down 80%. Not because of a rug pull, not because of a hack, just because the attention moved. The tweet that was going viral yesterday is buried today. The Telegram group that was buzzing is now quiet. Influencers have moved on to the next best thing. And when attention leaves, liquidity leaves. And when liquidity leaves, price collapses. Most people don't realize how fast this can happen because they're looking at price charts. They're looking at attention metrics. If you want to survive meme coins, you can't just watch the price. You have to watch Twitter mentions, Telegram activity, trading volume patterns, even wallet movements, because the price is a lagging indicator. By the time the price is falling, the attention has already left. The people who got out in time are the people who see the attention peak before the price peaks. They're watching the social graphs, the on-chain data, the message frequency. When they see the engagement plateau, they exit, even if the price is still going up. Because they know, once the attention peaks, the price peak is minutes to hours away, not days, minutes. When you buy a meme coin, you're not trading against the market. You're trading against people who understand the game better than you do. The wallets that make life-changing money on meme coins are not retail. They're not community believers. They're professional attention traders. They've done this hundreds of times. They know exactly what the life cycle looks like. They know when to enter, when to scale, when to exit. And they're gone before you even realize the top was in. Here's how they operate. They buy in early, sometimes within the first hour. They accumulate it while it's still under the radar. Then they wait. If it gains traction, they start scaling out, not at the top, but on the way up. They'll sell 20% at 3x, 20% at 5x, 20% at 8x. By the time it hits 10x, they're mostly out. Maybe they leave 20% in, just in case it keeps going. But the majority of their capital is safe, and their profit is locked. And when it crashes back down to a 2x, they don't care, because they already exited at an average of 6 or 7x. Meanwhile, retail is doing the opposite. They hear about the coin at 5x, they buy in. They watch it go from 10x up to a 50x, and then they watch it drop to 3x and panic sell. The professional got out at a 6x, the retail got out at a 3x. Same coin, different outcome. Not because of luck, because of framework. I'm not telling you to trade meme coins. I'm telling you to stop lying to yourself about what they are. They are not investments, they are not communities, they are not long-term holds. They are short-term, high-risk, attention-driven trades with no structural support. And if you trade them like anything else, you will lose. The market doesn't care about your conviction, it cares about liquidity. And in meme coins, you either are the liquidity or you're taking it. If you've lost money, that doesn't mean that the meme coins are the problem. It means you are playing the wrong game. Now you know what the game is. Go and play it. Welcome to Crypto Glitch.